Well, hi everybody. It's Sunday, and that means it's time for the weekend video. Get ready. Okay, so let's get to today's topic. I'm going to title this video, "So Everybody's Saved. What's next?" There's actually three very common questions that recur very regularly, and I think it's understandable. If anybody has come from a religious paradigm of uh, belief and obedience and uh, punishment and blessings and uh, and day of judgment type religious paradigm, then that actually causes knee-jerk, conditioned, trained uh, questions to pop up based on that old paradigm. And so what I want to do is go over the three most popular questions. The first question I want to talk about is somebody who is skeptical of the gospel of the redemption of the world, that all are saved, there is no coming judgment, that sin has been taken away, and that there is no law. Um, uh, the first thing, one of the most common questions for a skeptic is, so does that mean I can just do anything I want? I can go rape and pillage and murder and all this stuff? Well, in the context of the question, that means if you're asking if God's going to punish you for that, or if you're going to have any eternal consequences or punishment for that, no, because uh, thanks to the work of the cross, everybody, all of humanity was redeemed, and they receive the eternal consequence of everlasting life or eternal life because of what Jesus did for all, and all receive that eternal life. That is the eternal consequence for everyone. However, if you actually think about it, you probably don't want to be a raping, pillaging, murdering barbarian anyway. You might just want to stop and think that you probably, whether there is no law and whether all are saved and whether there is no future punishment for anybody on the planet, you're probably not going to become a barbarian. So it takes a minute to actually stop and think about your own question. The next question would be from somebody who has learned the gospel and does believe it, does accept the gospel of peace and grace, that all are redeemed, that all are righteous, perfect, and holy, and there is no coming judgment, and and that the law has been abolished. So um, their question often is, so what do I do now? Um, how do I apply this? And the answer is very simply, you don't apply anything really. Um, that comes again from the old way paradigm of uh, doing right to be blessed and doing wrong meaning receives punishment. So there's this idea of you've got to be doing something. All you have to do is be. All you have to do is be. The gospel actually does a very good job of applying itself. Once this all trickles in and percolates into your thinking, um, the it removes any guilt you have towards God because you know He's not holding anything against you. And it also removes any judgment you have towards other people. You'll probably, you won't judge other people and have an us and them mentality, and you'll probably get along with people much better, and you'll probably start to enjoy your life now because you're just being now instead of doing, and or having to do, better said maybe. And so you'll probably actually enjoy other people and yourself more, and you'll learn to like this planet we're on because it's beautiful. Third and final question comes from the skeptic again. The skeptic who when they hear that we teach that all are redeemed, that all are saved, there is no coming judgment. They say, well, if everybody's saved, then why preach the gospel at all? Well, if you're asking that question, just think about that question, whether you're asking it or not, actually. the person asking that question, that's just another natural response to someone who's been taught the punishment message and the obey and believe message. But if you think about the first two questions, these are all people who have been tormented by the religious paradigm of believe and do and be blessed or burn. There's a lot of torment and fear in the religious paradigm, the Christian paradigm, and so many other religions do it too. And so once you understand that we are all redeemed, we are all equal and holy and righteous and perfect, and you stop seeing us as us and them, the people who still believe the fear message of there's a coming judgment, there's a coming wrath, and you got to be ready, you're going to believe and obey or burn, that's a very fearful way to live. And for us who have been there, because we were there, we have a lot of sympathy for those people, and so we are even more motivated to preach the gospel, not less. There's a very good reason to preach the gospel. There's about 4 billion people out there who believe in a minimum of 4 billion, maybe 6 billion people, probably more like 6 billion, more than 6 billion people actually, who actually believe in some sort of religious message of believe or burn, obey or burn, obey or receive God's wrath. They need this message drastically. So yes, the reason for question 1 and the reason for question 2 is the very reason why you should be able to answer question 3 yourself. So if you do come to finally understand the gospel of grace and peace, and it starts to settle in, takes away your own guilt towards God, takes away judgment towards others, you probably will have some compassion towards the people who believe the other stuff. And that is what makes you want to help them out. That's why we preach the gospel. I know it's revolutionary. Think about it and have a revolutionary week.